All right, welcome back to Aaron and Elle on Kirby Drive. Today is Tuesday, January 13th, and the Houston Texans are moving on.
We're going to Foxborough.
Somehow, some way.
We've made it to the divisional round by winning on the road.
Yes, for the first time in franchise history, the Houston Texans have won a road playoff game. Honestly, probably the ugliest blowout I think I've ever seen.
It was infuriating. So one of the most infuriating wins that we've had. But what other game would we have had in the playoffs than the most characteristic Texans game ever?
Yeah, I mean, for the first three and, I don't know, quarters, this game looked exactly like what people thought it was going to be, a low-scoring game. First team to make a mistake was going to lose. That already wasn't true because the Texans made a lot of them.
Lots of offensive mistakes.
And didn't end up losing the game. But I think we can start this by saying, or quoting Scott Van Pelt, what he almost said whenever he was talking to Will Anderson and Aziz Al-Shaair on the post game. He got very close to saying that the Texans defense was better than God, which was crazy.
Yeah. Jalen Petrie said it first.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Jalen Petrie said it best whenever he said, like, what was his quote exactly?
He said, God is the greatest, but the Texans are second.
Yeah,
or something
the
like
Texans
that.
defense is
The Texans
second.
defense are second, yeah.
So, yeah, and I don't think anything sums it up better than that. I mean, the Houston Texans, their offense handed it to the Steelers time and time again. Refused to do anything to help the defense out. And honestly, they looked like they were ready to go win that game 7-6.
Honestly. It was like bang your head into a wall frustrating. Like so many times where you're like I guess we'll start there with CJ's performance.
Well, I was going to start with the defense, but
Oh, well, you can start with the defense. We can start there. We can move to how frustrating we are, or
Yeah.
it is in the later part of this conversation.
I mean, let's start with what was good tonight because, like you said, you alluded to, CJ did not play. It was
His
confusing.
best.
It was confusing a performance from CJ Stroud, but the defense above and beyond. I mean, the Texans gave them the ball, the Steelers the ball at like the 20-yard line on a fumble, and the Steelers ran 7 plays, got 4 yards, had to kick a field goal, and even though they looked like they were ready to go up 10-7 on the Texans and just run away with it, they end up staying in. Like, that was the last points they scored that night.
Yeah.
It was just utter domination. I mean,
Absolutely crushed them.
yeah, I mean, it was insane. And I think the point that illustrates it the most is like the Texans offense on third down was 10 of 15. The Steelers offense was 2 of 14. And third down, I feel like every time they were lining up, it was third down 11, third down and 13, third down and 15. I think they averaged like well over 10 yards to go on third down.
Yeah.
It was just, I mean, like, you knew the Steelers offense wasn't good. You knew they were going to try and dink and dunk it.
Right. Just do anything they could to get anything they could.
But I mean, like, the Texans made sure of it. Like, I feel like every time the Texans offense turned the ball over, it was Kamari Laster in the backfield. It was everybody just shooting the gap. Jalen Petrie in the backfield making a play.
Jalen Petrie had himself a night.
He is just
He's there.
unbelievable. Just everybody on the defense showed up. Sheldon Rankins returning that touchdown that really, I mean, put the game away.
Truly, he turned the tide. Really, that's I guess what. Once we get something going, we start rolling. Like the floodgates open and we just can't be stopped.
Yeah.
So he was the key to that gate tonight, which was incredible because we needed that. And Texans fans everywhere were on the edges of their seats, waiting for something to happen because you kind of knew. Sure, like, yes, we should win this game. Everything up to this game, the week leading up to it, the weekend leading up to it, you hear all this chatter, all this talk. At first, I was telling Aaron, it's a lot of like, oh, Texans should win this game easy peasy. But then as the weekend went on, it started to flip a little bit, and people were like, the Steelers, though, like, you should not count out their defense. You should not count out Super Bowl champion? Aaron Rodgers?
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah.
he's been the lead.
You wouldn't know it because it's been 14 years. But
I mean, hey, that's why I had to ask. But, MVP level of QB performance in Aaron Rodgers. They're at home. It's Monday night. They've never lost on Monday night. Like, I'm hearing so many things, people yelling all over, being like, don't count out the Steelers. And you get nervous because you're like, oh, should we be counting out the Steelers? I don't know. Now I'm scared. And you watch this game and you're like, we should be winning by 50 right now. Like, we don't have those 3 turnovers. We, like, close this game out before half.
Yeah.
Like, easy. And, you know, I don't know. I just feel like Texans fans were waiting for that and never really feared that the game was going to end in a loss. I mean, like, I'm always nervous that we're going to lose, but somehow in the back of my head, there's always this, like, no, we're going to get it done. Our defense will find a way to get it done.
Yeah. I mean, I think the closest we got was never the second fumble happened in our own end. And it was like, okay, well, we're not going to move the ball again. And we hadn't scored to that point, right? And it was just like, no, we had already. But it was just like, okay, well, we had that super long drive.
92 yards, I think, or something like that.
Yeah. And then it felt like we were never going to score again. And then on top of that, you're turning the ball over inside your own 20-yard line. And it's like, this is going to get bad really fast. Because, yeah, the Steelers, they didn't run the ball well tonight. They didn't do much of anything well tonight. But, like, the defense did show up for a lot of the game. You know? Yeah. A lot of it was self-inflicted, I will say. Like, credit to the Steelers defense. Joey Porter Jr. had an excellent game. I think he held Nico Collins to, like, 3 catches on 7 targets, like 20-something yards. It was a good performance by him. I don't know. The defensive line had some gifts given to them by C.J. Stroud. But, you know, credit to Jack Sawyer and whoever else forced the second fumble. Just, you know, being around and being in his face, forcing him to make mistakes. But yeah, I don't know. It just seemed like this was not ever going to be a contest if the offense could just get their lives together.
Right, if we could just lock in for 1 second on offense. Just, like, go back to simply the foundations. And just play football. As D'Amico says, execute.
Yeah, I mean, not even foundations. For stretches there, it felt like if C.J. Stroud had just fallen on the ball for 3 straight times and just punted the ball back and let the defense try and score, you would have won this game.
Exactly.
And look, C.J. Stroud did not play well tonight. We can start to talk about that now because, I mean, he played. It's hard to say, right? Because you watch this game, and what you walk away feeling like is like it's hard to defend this performance, you know? Like, there's people in a fantasy football group chat that I'm in who are convinced that C.J. Stroud is terrible. I'm not convinced of that. I think he's a good quarterback. The first fumble, I can live with, okay? Because, like they're saying, he had a touchdown. I'm never going to be mad at you for trying to make a play.
That is true. You look and you see Jaden Higgins down there, and he's wide open. So he's like, well, let me just see if I can get this ball out really quick. Can't do it. Whatever. He tried to make a play. He thought he had more time than he did. He thought he had a split second more, but the guy's already climbing on the back of him. So I don't know. You could say like, hey, I get it. You know, good try. And like, sure, in the playoffs, you need a little bit of something because you don't know what you're going to be handed next. But when it happens again, maybe take the sack. Maybe take go get the ball that you just dropped and hide on it like he usually does.
Yeah,
like, he'll usually go and he'll usually, like, you know, hunch over the ball. But, I mean, whatever. Maybe it's playoff CJ. Maybe he's trying to make something happen.
Well, the thing I'll say in his defense for that, so it happened, that was the second time it happened when he actually turned the ball over. The first time, he picked it up and threw it away, and it was a good play because he got the incompletion, then picked up a first down on the next play to Christian Kirk. And so it's like, okay, you can get the ball and you can make a play fine. As long as it's not, like, you know, losing 20 yards, that's fine, you know? And then you think back to what happened last year in the playoffs when the offense is doing the same thing they're doing now, where they're stuck in mud, they can't get anything going. C.J. Stroud picks up a ball that he dribbles off the turf and finds Xavier Hutchinson 20 yards down the field, and then after that, it's all Texans. And so you think back to that and you say, okay, if you're C.J. Stroud, you say, look, I could have fallen on that ball then, and we might have lost that game. So it was a bad play. It was a stupid play. Like, it's one thing to be out on the perimeter, pick up a ball that bounces right into your hands and find a wide open receiver. Fine. You can make that play. Running forward into a defensive line after you've already like thrown off the timing by dropping the snap. That's not a good play at all.
Yeah.
And it's hard to defend, but I've done it. I've tried to defend it. But the interception at a halftime was just where I was about to say, like, that's it. Like, seriously considering pulling this man from the game.
I mean, he was going to lose this game. Like, continuing to play the way that he was playing. Like, He's always throwing to the outside. He's always throwing over people. Or not always. He's fine. He's a decently accurate quarterback when he wants to be. When he wants to be, super accurate. But, like, throw to the outside. Like, why are we throwing inside to a defender that just found a way to run this way and can reach out and get the ball where the defender is not?
Yeah.
And then we could have had a touchdown. Guess what? That was on like the freaking 1 yard line. So.
Or even just eat it. Like just go down and you get 3
exactly.
points.
And then Christian, was it no? It was either Christian Kirk or Woody Marks that was out to the side. That was just waiting.
It was Nick Chubb out of the flat. And if you just gotten to him right away, he might have had a chance. I don't think it was as cut and dry as Troy Aikman was making it because there was a defender in the flat that was coming to cover Nick Chubb pretty quickly. But it would have been a better chance than an interception, right?
You at least could have had a field goal there.
Yeah. And that was, the second time we could have had a field goal because he missed Nico Collins on a wide open throw right before half that, who knows, could have been a touchdown. There was nobody on that side of the field. And Nico Collins is running free and he just rips the seed like for no reason, just throws it super hard straight through Nico Collins' hands. It's like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah. I'm not going to pretend that playing quarterback is easy and that you should just know these things when you play. But when you're a professional at this level, and I keep on seeing these mistakes that CJ is making, where it's like, hey, there's an open defender right there. Hey, there's an open defender down there. Like, what are we doing? And then, like, getting frantic with it and throwing interception or, like, I don't know, trying to make something happen when you know it's not going to work or, like, whatever. Like, you could say one thing about, like, oh, well, he did see an open defender, like, a little too late, and that's when he fumbled the ball. But, I don't know, just, like, little mistakes that you just...
they were big mistakes tonight.
Yeah. They weren't as, like, oh, I can look over it. Like, it was anyone who, like, doesn't even know how football works. Like, could be like, oh, well, that looked kind of bad, because it was.
Yeah, he had 5 fumbles tonight, 1 interception. He lost 2 of the fumbles. Yeah, it's one thing, like you said, if he's trying to make a good play and, like, win us the game. It's another thing if you can't even handle the snap, and that was...
And that was what he was practicing on the sideline, like, trying to get that, like, situated. And it's like, we can't be doing that now. We can't be doing that in week 1 of the playoffs. Like, I don't know. The game ended, and we were all happy, but he's walking off, and I'm like, you're so lucky that you're on this team. Like, you're so lucky that you have this team around you. Because if it was any other defense or any other, like... I don't even know, offense even? Really any other defense, you would have lost this game, like, badly.
Yeah.
And
so I get it may be discouraging, right? It definitely was for us through the first 3 quarters. But on the same note, I will flip it around and say, look, CJ Stroud played worse than humanly possible for stretches of this game. And, look at the final score.
Yeah.
This Texans team weathered one of the worst playoff performances of the year so far by its quarterback, which I have some stats later that will show that this was not even that bad a performance, but still, like 3 turnovers, inexcusable turnovers.
And it, like should have been, like, just eat it mistakes.
Yeah.
And
yet, this Texans team was able to blow out the Steelers on the road. So if you feel discouraged about tonight, if you feel like, man, I don't know if we can get it done with CJ, this was a crazy game. Like, we didn't deserve to win this game. No, we absolutely did. And look, Troy Aikman was saying it on the broadcast when he was asked, do you think CJ Stroud can clean up these mistakes? Yes. He's not going to fumble the ball 5 times next week. Okay, he's just not.
He better not, or else he's on the first bus back home.
Oh, absolutely. But he's just not going to play as badly as he did today. He just simply will not. And the Texans didn't need him to play well today. They won by 24 points on the road in a place where they've never won before in the playoffs. So if you're discouraged, I get it. But also, you should be really encouraged by the fact that this team was on death's door for 50 minutes. And yet, they put belt to ass on the Steelers when all was said and done.
Yeah, it was... You just kept waiting for the Steelers to do something with all of the mistakes that we were giving them. And I think they got 1 field goal off of a mistake that we made. Yeah. They got 1 field goal on their own.
They scored 3 points off of turnovers. And they had 1 field goal drive of their own.
Yeah. So, like, you're just, like, they should have been up, what? best case scenario, 21 on us.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. That just is like, the Steelers were never going to beat us.
Yeah, and that's credit to the defense because they just were going to keep this Texans team in the game as long as it took for the offense to get it figured out. And look, the offense was not bad for most of this game. I mean, C.J. Stroud himself finished 21 of 32, 250 yards, a touchdown. Like, that drive that he led where the Texans were just running the ball down the Steelers' throats and he was hitting people over the middle of the field. Mm-hmm. He's surgical when he is on, you know? Mm-hmm. And those throws to Christian Kirk on third down, the first one he had in like the first half where Christian Kirk laid out, and the one on third down and 15, where he threw it for like 50 yards to end the quarter. Those are dots. Those are great plays by CJ. And look,
and that's I don't know, but that's his bar, you know? Like that's his signature stuff.
Yeah.
That's his secret sauce.
So look, he had some like laugh out loud, hilariously bad plays tonight. Mm-hmm. He will not play that bad again next week. So again, you take this loss and you say, look, or this win, it wasn't even a loss. You take this win and you say, look, he played about as bad as he could, and it didn't matter at all. They blew the fuck out the Steelers.
Yeah. So take that into the next game and just ball out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like Christian Kirk, unreal. He carried the flame tonight. Christian Kirk, 8 catches, 144 yards, a touchdown. Woody Marks, 19 carries, 112 yards, a touchdown. Nick Chubb was eating on offense. Mm-hmm. They couldn't stop the run against the Texans.
Which is new for us.
Yeah.
Because our run is usually pretty stoppable. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, I mean, it just, despite the struggles, like this offense ended up looking pretty okay by the end of this game. Mm-hmm. You know, it just took a while to get out of their own way. And then it was like, okay, well, yeah, we know how to do this. Right. And we can be competitive with a, Steelers defense that I don't know how to feel about. They're supposed to be good. Mm-hmm. I don't know how good they actually are. Did they say something about the Steelers being like 26th in defense or something like that?
26th, and we've tolerated conversations. We've entertained conversations about their defense.
Well, yeah. Let me see. Let me see if that's true. Maybe if it was 6th, that makes sense. But hold on.
Yeah, because that'd be crazy. All this talk. I mean, that's not to say that like Cam Hayward, T.J. Watt, like those guys were giving us trouble all night. I mean, like you heard T.J. Watt's name like a bajillion times. Like he was on it whenever we were not doing well on offense. So.
Yeah. Let's see. Defensive leaders. Oh my gosh, this computer's so bad.
Composite.
So the Steelers are. This is only going to show me playoff teams.
I wish I would have worn my glasses. I can't really see.
So yeah, the Steelers offense gave up 408 yards of offense per game. Unless this is postseason.
Oh.
Why?
It says regular season.
Yeah, but it's not because they've all played one game.
Oh.
The Texans only allowed 175 yards of offense. They had 408. I don't know. The Steelers, I feel like they have a lot of big names. I don't know if they're the best defense in the league, but they, are pretty good. Yeah. But again, like the Texans offense did what they had to do. And they ended up showing out. The only really bad thing that happened today was Nico Collins went out with a concussion.
Yeah. That kind of sucked.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be hard to get him back next week before the game of the Patriots. Very worried about that.
Yeah, it's looking kind of steep. I don't know. He was walking off. He was doing whatever. Troy Aikman was making it sound like it was bad. Like, he doesn't even know where he is right now. Mm-hmm. Like, he went to go stand on the sideline, or he went to go stand in the huddle. He didn't even know where he was, or something like that. But hopefully it's not that bad. Hopefully it's something that he can shake off. I mean, like, player safety is number one for sure. But it would really suck for him and for the team if we didn't have him for next week.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll hope and pray that he can recover fast and be back for Sunday. Get at least one practice in, maybe. Yeah.
As for the Steelers, now a lot of the analysts on ESPN picked the Steelers to win.
Almost all of them, except for Swag.
Yeah.
We rock with Swag. The rest of y'all, forget about it. I want apologies.
Yeah, and I think, like you said, a lot of people kind of shifted that way as the week went along. I think if we played this game on Saturday like we normally do, none of this happens because people don't get bored talking about it. Because it was very obvious that the Texans' offense was, it was better than the Steelers' offense even on their worst day. And the Texans' defense is better than anyone.
Yeah.
Period. So,
Period.
that's just the way it's going to be. Teams like the Steelers are never going to compete with teams like the Texans. But the Steelers now,
there's a lot of questions that have to be asked and answered in this offseason.
yeah, and I think a lot of these people who are picking the Steelers to win and like hyping them up made things a little bit worse because I think we all kind of assumed that was the case. Again, we talked about it last week how the Steelers lost a game and then made the playoffs because Tyler Loop missed a field goal.
Right.
They had that game lost.
They were gifted in the most like real sense of the word, gifted this playoff game.
Mm-hmm. And so you probably went into it thinking, man, like, and that's like a real sliding doors moment because if that field goal goes in, John Harbaugh keeps his job for at least a week and Mike Tomlin is fired probably.
Right.
But now you made the playoffs and yeah, you were chanting fire Tomlin a couple weeks ago, but now you kind of have to be like, oh, well, maybe we can win. And then people start hyping you up and you're like, yeah, we're going to go on a run with Aaron Rodgers here.
Right.
And now you're staring down the barrel of 175 yards on offense and you're booing in the second quarter of a playoff game. You're losing by 1 point. Mm-hmm. And it's bad.
It's looking bad in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Looking bad in the pit.
Yeah. They've now lost 7 straight playoff games.
Crazy. And broke their Monday night record.
Yeah, their fake ass Monday night record. Who gives a
Yeah,
fuck?
that's the stupidest stat ever.
Yeah. That's doing ESPN more favors than anything else. But, Aaron Rodgers had some comments after the game about Mike Tomlin's future, which I don't know. I don't really care what happens in Pittsburgh. Like, I really don't give a fuck, honestly. They could blow up the stadium tomorrow. I wouldn't care. The Steelers are such a nothing team to me. Like, I started watching football in 2011, 2012 in earnest. And I think they lost the Super Bowl that year. That might have been the one before I started watching for real. So the Steelers have never really been anything to me. Mm-hmm. Like Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, they're fun to watch, but they didn't win a playoff game. Yeah. After 2016, so like, I think they won 1 or 2 whenever I was watching them play. But yeah, it's been a long time. I mean, I was telling you, I was 8 years old when Mike Tomlin won a Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. And then Aaron Rodgers is asked about Mike Tomlin's future, and he thinks it's an absolute joke that Mike Tomlin is on the hot seat.
Yeah.
And that it's
Matt LaFleur.
Yeah, Matt LaFleur, I maybe agree with him because I don't really know what else they're going to do in Green Bay. But, like, Mike Tomlin hasn't won a playoff game since 2015. Mm-hmm. He's lost 7 straight. Mm-hmm. And it hasn't been close. So, I don't know. I don't think I agree with Aaron Rodgers whenever he says it's an absolute joke that he's on the hot seat and that it's indicative of, like, the world we live in today.
Society, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, you know he is. He hates society and
Boomer
all that
talk.
bullshit.
Yeah. But even worse than that, yeah. He's
like, it's like crazy. Having Thanksgiving with your crazy uncle every single week that he's playing, so.
And he says it, like, with the most, like, I don't even know. Like, he likes to, like, put up a front like he doesn't care and, like, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he says it like he's...
I'm not going to answer that.
He says it like it's crazy to ask any of these questions.
I don't know why you would ever say that.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, man. Like,
yeah,
you know that it's not crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's not. Why are you doing this?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean...
He's embarrassed.
Yeah, they were asking him a lot about if this is the last game he was going to play. Which would mean that Kalen Bullock picked him off and returned it for a touchdown on his last ever pass attempt in the NFL.
You think he'll let that stand? Part of me is like, maybe he won't. Because he didn't go back and play to maybe redeem that. Or maybe he was just too out of it and like, oh my gosh, we literally are going to lose this game. Like, I can't.
Yeah, he could have gone back in the game.
He could have. Right. It's not like it had to be his last one. So, or maybe he's just content with that.
Yeah, I mean, it probably doesn't really matter, but we'll always get to say that.
True.
I don't know. I just know that things aren't any fun in Pittsburgh, and I don't see a way that they can be anytime soon, because you're picking what, like 20th at this point, probably, maybe like 18th. You're not going to get a top tier quarterback talent. You're not going to be picking in the top of the draft as long as Mike Tomlin's around, because he's addicted to finishing 9-8.
Yeah, just barely over 500.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess you look back on it and you're like, what has Pittsburgh been doing for the last, like, I've been forced to watch, like, Kenny Pickett, Russell Wilson, Mason Rudolph. I've been forced to watch these players play. And it's like, hey, I kind of thought we were just going to do, like, the Mason Rudolph thing for a couple games.
Right.
And yet I'm watching him with his big-ass mustache in the big year of 2026. Like,
That is true.
like, what are we doing? It's been ages. And, like, I don't care. Pittsburgh can finish at the bottom of the AFC for the rest of time. I really wouldn't care.
Yeah. But for the sake of their franchise, like, what's your plan?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just want to know, like, what things you're putting into place.
Yeah.
To, like, amend this.
Yeah. But, I mean, like, they're done. Maybe Aaron Rodgers will come back. Maybe he won't.
They want him to, is what they're saying.
Yeah. I don't know. I just know I'm having a whole lot more fun over here. Because that Sheldon Rankins fumble return touchdown was just like last week when Tommy Togiai got his, and everybody's running to the end zone to celebrate with him.
Yeah.
This team's just so much fun.
It is. All those guys love each other. Like, it doesn't matter, like, what they're about, what they, like, you know, whatever. Like, I know a big emphasis has been, like, put on religion for a lot of these players, which is fine, because whatever you want to rely on, whatever gets you through it, like, absolutely dig into that, hone into that, whatever helps you, you know, perform at your best. And if, like, that's what you believe, then absolutely that's what you believe. But not all the guys on our team believe the same thing, but they're just as close.
Yeah.
And I think that that's so sweet, that you can come together with the common, like, trait of, hey, we all have something that drives us. Let's come together and drive together. Yeah. So I thought it was sweet.
Yeah. Speaking of, shout out to Aziz Al-Shaair.
He is
my
the
goat. He had a face tape on, said stop the genocide on it. We're behind you 100%, brother.
Stop,
and we appreciate that. Yeah.
I need to get his jersey. Okay. I've been wanting to get his jersey all season.
Yeah.
No, I love Aziz. I love what he stands for. I love his heart. I love his drive, his determination, his, like, team spirit, like, coaching up all these guys, like, making, like, he's such a good leader. And, like, that speaks volumes.
Yeah.
So, speaks volumes also to who D'Amico is, because he's known Aziz and, like, raised up Aziz as a professional player since he was a rookie.
Yeah,
so.
And brought him in here from San Francisco or from Tennessee. But, man, inshallah, we will win the Super Bowl. Trust.
Yes.
So, the Texans are advancing to go, like you said, play the New England Patriots in the divisional round of the playoffs. It's a place we've gone twice before and lost. The good news is, when that happened, it was Tom Brady on the other side of the ball. Drake May's a good quarterback. He's not Tom Brady yet. So,
not yet. Not to say he's not good.
Yeah.
But he's not Tom Brady yet.
But the most important thing is the Texans live to fight another week, and we get to have another happy podcast. So we'll keep it going. We'll circle back to the matchups for the divisional round after we talk about the rest of the weekend's games. But we'll start with the early game on Saturday, Rams 34, Panthers 31.
The schedule makers did a really good job with, like, where they placed these games, because for the most part, a lot of these games were really, like, they kept you in.
Yeah.
Like,
every game was 10 out of 10, except for the Rams, or except for the Chargers.
Yeah, that one sucked.
Even the Eagles game was close. You know, the Chargers-Patriots game was dog shit.
That one was just terrible.
This Texans game might have been bad too, if you weren't a Texans fan. But I mean, like, at least there were some fireworks at the end.
That is true. That is true. We blew it up at the end, so that counts for something, right? Trust me, we were infuriated too. But no, I thought the Panthers everyone was, whatever. The narrative was Panthers. They don't deserve to be here. But I never thought that they weren't going to put up a fight or have a close game with these Rams that they have beaten before. So it was just a matter of who's near the end of the game, who's going to have the ball, who's going to have the time, who's going to have the advantage.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I think two things can be true. I don't think the Panthers deserve to be in the playoffs.
No.
And I think that, yeah, they were always going to put up a fight against these Rams because that's just what they've done for the last 2 or 3 years, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's what Bryce Young has traded his career on is like, oh, do you remember when he almost beat the Chiefs that one time?
Yeah.
Oh, do you remember when he beat the Rams in week 16? Like, wow. He must be pretty good, you know? And, you know, he played all right. He did have his government mandated 1 interception to start the game. He then followed that up with a ridiculous touchdown run whenever I thought the Rams were going to steamroll this team.
Yeah.
Like, they had the ball up 17-7. They were going to go in and score.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Panthers get a stop, take the ball down the field, and Bryce Young converts a 3rd down and 10 run from, like, the 15-yard line to basically almost tie it up before half.
Yeah.
I don't know. They fought, and they, for large stretches of this game, looked like they were going to win.
Yeah. I mean, there were moments where I was like, they might actually do this.
Mm-hmm.
They might beat the Rams, and that's going to be crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that last touchdown pass to Jalen Coker was a thing of beauty.
No, that was beautiful. That was a dot.
And I thought it was going to be the game winner.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Panthers defense just, their controller died or something. I don't know, because they just let him go right down the field.
Yeah. And then Bryce Young just died or something, like his brain like short-circuited or something, because when he had a chance to win it, at the end, when he had one more drive that he could make count, that they could work to like be smart about managing the clock, getting out of bounds, like making their plays count to get all the way down there. And did they need a touchdown or a field goal? I forgot.
They needed
field
a touchdown.
Goal. Oh, touchdown.
Oh, no, field goal, yeah.
They needed a field goal to tie it up or?
To tie it, yeah.
So, I mean, like, but then he just absolutely, like, pooped the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't even know. It was just like, what are we doing? Like, I'm watching him, like, 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down.
Yeah, they had a false start in there somehow in your own stadium.
Right. I'm like, what are we doing? What is happening? You're literally throwing this away.
Get those lights off. No, they're too bright. Get those lights off.
That was Bryce Young. Because, like, hello, what are we doing?
Yeah, it was bad.
But, I mean, I guess classic Bryce Young. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'll give credit to him because he lost, so I don't have to feel bad about it at all. But, like, you know what? He did play a decent game. There's a lot of talk about how, like, oh, the Panthers are on the up. I don't know. Tet McMillan, T-Mac is pretty good, right? Jalen Coker showed something in this game. And I mean, the running game.
Chuba Hubbard.
I'm not going to put much stock in that because how old are they? Like 28? And they're not top of the league, so, like, who cares? Yeah, and then their defense is nothing to write home about, clearly. J.C. Horn thought they should have been an all-pro. I don't know. Probably not. Not over Derek Stingley.
No.
So, I don't know.
So, I don't know where you want me to put him.
Yeah. So
4th team All-Pro? Like.
Yeah, maybe he could have been on 2nd team, but I don't know. I think the Panthers will be okay. I think that they will continue to be competitive for their division.
Yeah. No, I think so too. I think you lose this game, but you go into the next season hopeful as a Panther. Because you look at your division and you're like, okay, unless the Bucks, like, do some major switching around in the front office and, like, I don't know, getting some new weapons and whatever, like, I mean, whatever. They're probably going to be, like, competition always for you, like an old division rival or whatever. The Saints are on the up and coming, but you...
That's what I'd be more worried about.
Yeah, that's who I'm... If I'm the Panthers, I'm more worried about that because of what Tyler Shuck has shown in the end of their season and what he's capable of. So, I mean, I don't know. And who knows what happens with the Falcons because they fired Raheem Morris and Bijan Robinson is a beast. So, you know.
I wouldn't be surprised if Bijan Robinson's not on that team next year.
I mean, he shouldn't. They're wasting his talent. He's so good. But, I mean, I don't know. Who knows? But you went to the playoffs. You won the division somehow. And you went to the playoffs and almost beat the Rams.
Yeah. It sounds like to me like Ellie's encouraging you. I want to make it abundantly clear that me saying you were going to compete for your division was not a compliment. I'm saying you're going to be 7-9, 7-10 to 9-8 for the next couple of years, maybe at best.
Now
And you'll compete.
Schedule.
You'll compete to get spanked again. But hey, credit to you. You almost won this one. that turns us to the Rams because I don't know what's going on. Because, like we said, they had a chance to put this team away. And they just couldn't get it done. And that feels like that's been their story for a while. So, I don't know. Like, do you still feel confident in the Rams? Who did you pick to go to the Super Bowl? The Seahawks?
I did.
Yeah, I picked the Rams. I don't know if they'll make it.
Yeah. I don't know. They didn't inspire much confidence. I mean, Matthew Stafford kicked it into gear when it counted, when it mattered, I guess. But, I mean, can they do that against the Seahawks? Can they do that against, I don't know who else.
The Bears. I mean, they probably can do it against the Bears because the Bears can't stop a nosebleed. But
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I mean, Matthew Stafford, he was basically perfect to start this game. Then he hit his hand on the back of somebody's helmet as he was throwing it. Then he was like, I think I saw a stat at one point. He was like 2 of 13 after he hit his finger on the helmet or something like that. And he was struggling big time. Yeah. And then they just locked in, and he threw a perfect ball to Kobe Parkinson.
Yeah. Oh, that was a beautiful ball. Like,
couldn't have thrown it any better.
That was amazing.
So, I don't know. I mean, Puka had a weird game. He had dropped that wide open touchdown pass right before halftime. I saw someone say he was trying to decide if he was going to do Aiden Ross's touchdown dance, and that's what he got distracted by because he's trying to catch that. But then he also broke up an interception to save the game. Right. So
he switched roles real quick and said, actually, I'm going to be a CB.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see with the Rams. Like, they're playing the Bears, who I still don't know what to make of them, and we'll talk about them in just a second. But they're going to play the Bears at Soldier Field in the cold. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. Can the Bears run it back again? I mean, I feel like maybe it'll be, I mean, whatever. The Bears, I feel like, are definitely a second half game. So whatever happens in the first half, I'm not going to be like, this game is over. This game sucks. Whatever. Like, even if the Bears go up 21 like the Packers did. I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit of a steeper hill to climb because you have a good receiver in Puka. You have like did he go all-pro? Probably should have.
He probably did, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, you have an all-pro receiver in Puka. Like, he's not easy to guard. And then they have their 2 running backs, their duo.
Yeah, Blake Corbin, right? Kyron Williams, yeah.
I mean, they've been pretty good, the 2 of them. Yeah. So, I don't know. I think it's a good matchup. I mean, whatever. All playoff games are going to be pretty good matchups. But I'm interested to see. I mean, it'll be cool for the Bears if they make it to the NFC Championship.
Yeah. We can talk about the Bears game right now. Bears 31, Packers 27.
Electric.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, the Packers jumped out to a 21-3 lead to go into halftime.
And you just, you thought it was over. I mean, I think I said, dang, they should have put the Rams-Panthers game at this time and put the Bears-Packers at the 3:30 slot.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I mean, it looked like it was going to be a snooze fest in the second half. Jordan Love, I think he tied either Aaron Rodgers and Bart Starr or something like that for most playoff touchdowns without an interception or something like that. He had 4 touchdowns, no interceptions in this game. He was as good as you could play, and then it all just fell apart.
Crumbled.
Yeah, and they didn't even turn the ball over is the thing. It wasn't like a series of unfortunate events. They just straight up got stopped on offense and then let the Bears drive right down the field in basically no time at all.
And Caleb Williams, say what you want about his inconsistency, but that dude can make a throw when it counts, when it matters. Gosh, he had an incredible throw, being tackled, basically no feet on the ground, a absolute dot to, who was it, DJ Moore?
Someone, I don't know.
I don't know who it was, but they caught it, and it was they didn't even have to work to catch it. It was right there. Yeah, incredible.
That was the Zach Wilson throw from the combine all those years ago, but actually in a game and actually by a good quarterback, because that was one of the best throws I've ever seen. 4th down and 15, gotta have it. If you don't complete it, you lose the game. And just pulls a rabbit out of a hat, and then after that, it's okay, you're not even thinking about it. The Bears are winning this game. that play call that Ben Johnson had with the fake screen where they threw the touchdown to DJ Moore, who almost dropped it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Miraculous. What a great play call. Mm-hmm. And then the Packers just, I don't know what they were doing. I don't know. That's the reason why people talk about Matt LaFleur being fired, because how do you blow it? There's no reason you should lose this game.
Yeah.
None.
I mean, you're playing with a lead, and a really, really good lead at that. Mm-hmm. Like, all you have to do is hold on to it and play the same way that you've been playing in the first half. Close it out. You move on.
Yeah, I mean, you have Josh Jacobs on your team. I kind of forgot that they did, because like he just doesn't do anything anymore for them. They just refuse to hand the ball off to him at all. I just don't understand what they're doing. I don't get it. Like, let's see. What was his final stat line even?
Couldn't tell you.
Yes, okay, I mean, he got bottled up. He had 19 carries for 55 yards. So the Bears did a good job against the run. Man, I don't know. It was just a crazy, crazy game. And good for the Bears.
Yeah. I was really, really happy. I think we were all like, oh my gosh, they did it. Mm-hmm. But no, it was incredible. It was incredible to see, like that's a fan base who you want to look at and be like, dude, I want to be a part of that fan base. Because they're so electric and so like in it, and like every last third down, fourth down, everything, Chicago was up. Mm-hmm. Like they were screaming, yelling, like you could practically see the stadium shaking. Like I can't imagine what it was like to be there. It must have been incredible.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah, I mean, for Chicago, that was their first postseason win since 2010. I think that was the longest. Well, no, the Dolphins haven't won since 2000. But
whoops.
But I mean, certainly of the teams that have been in the playoffs in recent years, that's the longest one to be broken this year. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just incredible what they've accomplished under Ben Johnson in year one.
Truly. What he's been able to unlock in Caleb Williams. Mm. I mean, incredible. He's gonna be great. He's gonna be so great.
Yeah.
I mean, he is, but, you know.
I mean, there are some things that we got to get cleaned up, obviously, like 24-48.
Kind of atrocious.
It's not good enough. It's not. And, like, I get, like, you make the miraculous plays and, like, all is forgiven, but it's not good enough. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then Colston Loveland, so good.
Dude, talk about he's going to be great. Mm-hmm. He's going to be great. Yeah. He's a fantastic tight end. Exactly what you need him to be, where you need him to be. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know. He's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, so as of right now, Matt LaFleur is still employed.
They're trying to work out an extension.
So the opposite of firing.
Right. So that kind of shocked me a little bit. But, I mean, so it looks like he's keeping his job. Mm-hmm. So good for him.
Yeah.
Good for Green Bay. I don't know. How do you feel about this, Green Bay?
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know. It's kind of a nothing thing because, like, the Packers, they're in a really hard division to win in, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know. They just don't inspire any confidence for me. I feel the same way about the Bears, though. Like, when they were losing this game, I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
When they won it, I was like, okay, cool. You know? Mm-hmm. That also kind of makes sense. But when they were down 21-3, I was like, yeah, I could have seen this coming. Mm-hmm. And now they've won again, and they're moving on. And I'm going to be honest. If I see them down big to the Rams again, I'm not going to be surprised.
Yeah.
But like you said, I wouldn't be surprised to see them come back. So I don't really know what to make of this Bears team. I have no idea. Just congrats to Chicago. You deserve. Well, you don't deserve it, but you know
they fought for it.
Yeah, the team deserves it, obviously. But like, I'm not gonna be like, wow, Chicago fans, you deserve it. I don't really give a fuck about you. Yeah. Speaking of fans, I don't give a fuck about.
Don't gaff.
That I don't gaff about at all. Bills 27, Jaguars 24. There was a play at the end of the half where they claimed that the Jaguars were able to get the snap off and spike the ball with the second left on the clock.
BS. And
that let Cam Little jog onto the field for a 3-point field goal attempt to tie the game. He missed it. And whoever was calling the game said, well, all of that for nothing. And
Truly.
I think that just about sums up the Jaguars season.
All of that.
Because we had to put up with some pretty annoying Jaguars fans for a pretty long time.
Yes. Oh my gosh. You win a few games, you play a few bad teams, and then you think you're like the shiz. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah. Yeah, they were
Annoying.
Yeah.
So annoying. And you didn't even deserve to win the AFC South. So hang that banner, and then I hope you remember this game every time you look at it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, they didn't play terribly in this game.
No, they didn't.
I think, if nothing else, this shows you just how bad the Bills' defense is. Like, I don't know what they're doing out there. They're just, like, letting people do whatever they want. They did hold James Cook to only 46 rushing yards. So they did a good job there. But, I mean, like, the Jaguars basically just did whatever they wanted for long stretches of of this game. And yet they still lost. But, I mean, this is the Bills' first playoff win on the road since 1992.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I mean, good of Josh Allen to get it.
Yeah. I mean, that was basically it. This was the Josh Allen game. He was incredible, even though he was fighting through injury all day. I mean, I think he left the game early for a concussion, came back in, was fine. Then he like landed on his hand and thought I think he hit his hand on somebody's helmet, thought he might have broken his finger.
What is it with us hitting our hands on people's helmets?
Yeah. And then he got his like knee twisted under him on his rushing touchdown. He was just getting beat up from all angles, to the point where like he was running for a 3rd down and 6, and he could have gotten it easily, but he slid early because he's playing scared. That's the first time I've seen him do that in a while. So
Yeah.
you could tell he was hurting, but
Usually he puts his whole body on the line. But I mean, it was enough against this Jags team.
Yeah, I mean, that basically came down to, I'm watching right now, this tush push on 4th down and inches on the last drive of the game. Hilarious moment to watch this guy put his hand up and signal they stopped him. And then they keep going for like 10 yards. Like, that's crazy. But he almost scored a touchdown on that.
Yeah. And then they let them score a touchdown.
Yeah,
so.
Probably should have taken a knee there. But they didn't need to, turns out, because Trevor Lawrence gave them the ball right back.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, we were talking about that. We were like, I don't know why you don't take a knee there, run some time down off the clock. Like, Jacksonville didn't have any timeouts at that point. So what are we doing?
Yeah.
But it didn't even freaking matter because Trevor Lawrence, I knew it was time for him to show up again. I knew it. I knew that he couldn't go this stretch, being called the greatest quarterback of all time, coming out year 5, breakout year, best quarterback. No, it's still the same Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. The interception to end
Wasn't
the game
completely his fault.
was not completely his fault. The one at the beginning of the game was horrible, and it was entirely his fault. And yet, he kept plays alive with his legs. I think that's the best part of his game that he's added this season, is being willing to run. Makes him so much more dangerous as a passer. The Jaguars were able to run the ball this game pretty effectively. I think they were averaging 6.7 yards per carry, 6.7. And yet they only ran the ball 23 times, and that's including Trevor Lawrence scrambles. So they got away from it. Even though they were never really trailing in this game, they just... I don't know. They just started to pass the ball a lot more, and that gave the Bills the opening they needed.
Yeah. That's true.
I don't
know. I'm going to be a Jags hater because whatever. I just am. You're in the AFC South, I'm going to be a hater. But, I mean, you look at your team, you say, look, Trevor Lawrence did have a good year, so let's... At least we have confidence going into next season with Liam Cohen, whatever. Hate that guy. And... you've at least got some chemistry going on. You have something that works for your team. In Trevor Lawrence, in Liam Cohen, Parker Washington is a stud, like just unstoppable sometimes, and he's gonna be huge. Travis Etienne, I guess, is still good.
Yeah.
Still kicking. So I mean, you have a lot of these holes like filled. You just need a lot. You just need some like cherries on top. Some finishing touches, some things to give you some more depth.
I think you need a cornerback, because I think I saw something that, was it Greg Newsome, their corner that they got from the Browns? He allowed like 6 catches for like 100 and something yards and a perfect passer rating with a touchdown.
Oh my gosh.
And it was bad. It was
That is
really
kinda
bad. Let me see. Is that who's on there too? Yeah, Greg Newsome.
That is kind of bad.
Yeah, it did not look not a good start, especially for a guy you traded for midseason. Guess there's a reason they let him walk. Yeah, Pittsburgh's picking 21st.
Dang.
Jacksonville is picking 24th, but their pick goes to Cleveland.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, the real Josh Allen has been answered with this game. It's Josh, what's his middle name?
Patrick Allen.
Josh Patrick Allen.
Yeah.
That's the real one. What did you, there's some discourse going around on that. Yeah. On Liam Cohen's post-game interview, apparently there was a reporter, I'm not really sure from where, but she was apparently like glazing the team and their season and keep your head up high, like go into next season with confidence, like this is not like as bad as you think it is, whatever. But people are being like, what the heck is going on? What are we saying? Like, why are we doing this to like, some people are like, this is an affront to like sports journalism. Like some people are really upset about it. And I mean, like, it didn't like leave me with a good taste in my mouth, but I'm not in sports journalism. So I don't have like,
First of all, you are in sports journalism. That's what this is.
I am in sports journalism. And I think that's soft to tell him that, to glaze him like that. I already don't like him, but you don't need to give him his roses and his like whatever. We don't need to like pat him on the back and say, oh, here's a tissue. Don't cry. You did do good. It's like, well, you lost, so you didn't do good enough.
Yeah, I will say that like I'm never gonna get like up in arms about anything like this because I don't really care. Like I don't care what happens in Liam Cohen's press conference. You know,
Right?
I don't care. I will say that I saw it and I was like, okay, really? This doesn't need to be said. Like, first of all, he's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Second of all,
he has a job.
He blew it, and he needs to know that. And this is the best season they're gonna have. So, congrats. Like you toileted it. But also, yeah, like it's not a journalist's job to be like, hey, you did a really good job. Don't be sad, you know?
Right.
So, I get it. If I saw him on the street, maybe, fine.
Yeah.
In an end of the year press conference like this, it's weird.
Your job is to ask questions.
Yeah.
Get him to talk. You don't need to say anything about their season.
And he doesn't, like, whatever, it's fine. I don't care. But, like, people are saying, like, what a wonderful reminder of what human kindness looks like. Like, he's going to be fine.
He literally makes millions of dollars and is the head coach of a National Football League team and will continue to be a coach in the National Football League. He's going to be quite all right. He won the division this year. Like, I think that's enough kindness.
Yeah. So I don't really like understand the like, wow, like she's a real one. Like we needed this in this crazy world that we live in. It's like, I don't really care. I don't care either way, but like, I don't think that she's like saving the world by doing this. Like he's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. That being said, they do get Travis Hunter back next year. So maybe they're a little bit better than they were this year.
That is true. So I guess we'll see. But they have a harder schedule. Yeah.
They'll have to actually play teams this year. We can move on to the next game if you want, which is 49ers 23, Eagles 19. We chose to run errands during this game, and it was probably the correct call.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think if you're an Eagles fan, you probably just are thankful it's over. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you probably want to go win it all, right? But
I mean, like, you're falling apart on this, like, not just like physically, like gameplay wise, but like your team's falling apart visibly on national television in front of your eyes. Like what has been the story all season is just being like put under a microscope right now. And it's like, oh my gosh, like I knew it was bad, but like it is not good. Like there needs to be some kind of something like reconstructed. Like we need to like figure out contracts. We need to figure out the front office. Like there's just a whole bunch of mess in Philly right now.
Yeah. I mean, I think the fact of the matter is half the people who are either involved in coaching the offense. Like, I think Kevin Patullo is gone.
I think so. I mean, like, the whole city wants him gone. The 12-year-old kid who's angry that his Christmas present went to waste said that Patullo needs to go.
Yeah, he needs to be flipping burgers.
That kid he was spitting.
Yeah. AJ Brown, he needs to go.
Yeah,
I don't
for the good of
know.
everyone.
I don't know whose fault it is that Nick Sirianni's running down the sideline to yell at him after he drops a pass. Yeah. I don't know whose fault it is that he's yelling at him. They're yelling at each other in the tunnel after the game.
Yeah, that was insane. And like, again, that's on camera for everyone to see. Like, you're yelling at this guy on the sideline for dropping a pass, which happens all the time. Yeah. You know, passes are dropped. And you go into the tunnel and you're just like, wow, this is, like, I forgot his exact words, but just like what are we doing? Nick Sirianni, what are we doing? Like, I'm starting to think that a lot of the discourse is because of you, and you don't know how to control yourself or like be a good leader and build up your team. You only know how to win, and that's not going to be good. Yeah.
I don't know who the problem is. I don't know. It feels weird 1 year removed from a Super Bowl win to have all this happen. This is just how things go in Philly. Mm-hmm. But somebody has to just like sit everybody down and say, look, guys, it's really not that hard. We're here to play football. Check everything else at the door. I don't know what the hell everyone in that locker room is dealing with. And look, I want to be sensitive to AJ Brown because I know he's dealt with some hard things in the past and he's been very open about that. And so I'm very respectful of him. But look, at some point, you need to lock in. Everyone just needs to lock in and just to relax and focus on football because clearly that's not what's been happening this year. Right. I feel like you've been hanging on by a thread and hanging on by a thread and hanging on by a thread.
Reporters at your doors, like collecting stories, putting out stuff, you know, not making it any better, even if it is the truth. You know, it's out there for everyone to see. Everyone knows that you're struggling. Everyone sees that you're struggling. And it is just a disaster. And I mean, I honestly think it's good that it ended here for them.
Yeah. And maybe next year they'll go to the Super Bowl. I don't know.
Jump right back. Who knows? But I hope for AJ Brown that he gets out of Philly.
Yeah, I mean, I hope for Philly that he gets out of Philly. I don't know. Maybe he just goes back to Tennessee. Or he probably just ends up on the Patriots. I don't know. Yeah, which is probably the most likely thing. But yeah, I don't know. The 49ers, good for you. Like, after all the things that they've had to deal with, you know. Yeah. Unfortunately, George Kittle also went down in this game with a torn Achilles.
Oh, yeah, that was nasty.
Yeah.
I hate seeing Achilles injuries. They are just... They suck in general, but they're just so awful to watch.
Oh, they're gruesome.
They're so... hate it.
Yeah, it's bad.
I hate it. Yeah. That sucks for George Kittle. That happened pretty early, too, I feel. And then... which, I mean, like, yeah, that really just kind of puts... Like, if you could explain your season in, like, one moment, that's the moment.
Yeah, including the fact that you still won the game. Because that's just...
Right.
that's just been the story. It's like, hey, like, yeah, we lose one of the best players on our team, but, like, we just win the game.
Props to them.
Yeah, and now they have to go take on a Seahawks team that they just got absolutely manhandled by last time they played. It's weird because the Seahawks will be playing them twice in a row, technically, because the Seahawks had a bye and then back to facing the 49ers.
That's so funny, yeah.
This 49ers team is good. I don't know if they're good enough to win the whole thing. I guess we'll see. But something about this weekend that struck me is like, I don't know that there's a standout yet. Like, you figured somebody would emerge. But the Texans had the biggest win of the weekend. So...
That is true. We did.
Do with that what you will. But yeah, the 49ers moving on. Philadelphia Eagles almost mercifully going home.
I think it's for the best, guys. I think Phillies fans, once the dust settles and the loss isn't as fresh, I think you'll be happy that it didn't go this far.
Yeah. The last thing I want to touch on for this game that'll lead us into the next game, Christian McCaffrey got a touchdown pass from Juwan Jennings in the fourth quarter. That was the second time he'd done that. Juwan Jennings had thrown a touchdown pass to him in the Super Bowl 3 years ago. That means that Juwan Jennings has as many postseason touchdown passes as Justin Herbert. New England 16, Chargers 3.
OMG.
Justin Herbert absolutely shit the bed again.
Oh my gosh. I remember all the way back to the beginning of this season, taking a walk, listening to podcasts, like Justin Herbert, like you can't count him out. You can't count him out. Like this is his year. He's up and coming. Like he's playoff bound. Like he is just a talent that you cannot ignore. And I mean that may be true a little bit,
Yeah.
but I mean because his offensive line is atrocious.
Yes.
Absolutely dog water.
And it may appear that that was a problem in this game, but I mean, like Chris Collinsworth was saying it on the broadcast, and I tend to agree. That wasn't the problem for a long stretch of this game. It wasn't until they started to really get desperate and pass on every down that it started to fall apart. But like there were multiple times where like Justin Herbert had gotten outside the pocket, had guys wide open, wide ass open, just sailing throws over them.
Yeah.
I don't think he hit one of the guys down the field that he should have. And it was just like, yeah, the offense struggled to get going, and yeah, like they couldn't run the ball for shit, but like Justin Herbert had some guys open. He had plays that could have been made. He just didn't do it.
Yeah.
And this play right here, this play was funny though. It's the play right as Chris Collinsworth is saying the offensive line has been okay. He gets absolutely ruined by like 7 people, which was so hilarious, like the juxtaposition of it.
Yeah.
But at the point that happened, that was true. You know, like, yeah, they given up a couple sacks, but I mean, so had the Patriots offensive line. And the Patriots had managed the game better. Drake May made the throws he needed to make. So,
That's true.
I don't know. I thought that the Chargers genuinely had a chance to win this game. I did. Because I didn't know what the Patriots are or were. I still don't really know what they are based on this.
I mean, yeah, because I really wouldn't call the Chargers good. I don't know. I think it'll be a good matchup to see. I'm excited, and I don't know, but I mean, whatever. Chargers made it to the playoffs. They were a playoff team. Now they're not, but when you beat them, they were.
Yeah.
So you beat a playoff team. Congrats. No one's saying that you didn't earn your spot. You're here. You're the second seed. You are now hosting 2 playoff games. Maybe if you win against the Texans, you'll host 3. Like, no one's saying that. I mean, at least I'm not. Like, whatever. You earned your way to be here.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't disagree with you. I think that, like, Drake might played really... Or, no, I don't think he did. But I think he played fine in this game.
Yeah.
Certainly the second half, he played really well. The first half, it was apparent that, like, hey, maybe this Chargers defense is a little bit too much for him right now. Maybe he's a little bit nervous for the playoffs.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of Patriots fans taking victory laps, saying, like, oh, I thought we were going to be first round exits. That's fine. This game was, like, 6-3. And I know it's a rich coming from us after the game that you watched tonight. But in the moment, it was like, this game was, like, 9-3 for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, 6-3 for even longer. So... I mean, it's not like this game was 9-3 until 9:45 left in the fourth. Like, it's not like the Patriots were doing themselves any favors if you want to talk about, like, you know, college football style points, you know?
Right.
Like, this would have been a questionable loss against a 25th ranked team in the country, you know? So,
yeah.
I don't know. Drake May, the one thing that really impressed me, like, he wasn't great through the air to start the game, but he was scrambling, like almost like Patrick Mahomes-esque. And like whenever the rest of his team is letting him down, whenever I think Stephon Diggs dropped a big pass, something like that, he said, you know what, I'm just going to run it myself. And he had like a 30 or something yard run before halftime, something crazy like that.
Which, you know, it has proven to be one of our Achilles heels. Yeah. So, you know, it's going to be a different story next week. We're not going to have 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers behind the offensive line. We're going to have a quarterback who's young, agile, who can and does run. So it's going to be more of a challenge for us.
Yeah, it's not going to be like where Aaron Rodgers literally gets sacked by his own offensive lineman just falling backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can talk about the games next week and when they're going to be on, because that was released tonight. So we're going to get started on Saturday at 3:30 Central Time. Bills at Broncos. Broncos by 1.5. Man, this is... I mean, like, we haven't seen the Broncos in a long time. But this is the moment. I think the Bills can win this game.
I mean, shoot. I mean, I feel like Josh Allen has kind of broken whatever mental barrier of like on the road playoff game wins. I don't know. He broke that.
Yeah.
So hopefully he can lock in again. And I don't know. Like I would rather have a home game. Is say we win against the Patriots. I'd rather play the Bills at home than the Broncos at Mile High. Either way, I'm up to the challenge, but I would like to see the Bills again.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. I want the Bills to win, and I think they can do it because I don't know. Maybe they come out and do the same thing the Patriots did, where they screw around, the Broncos screw around for a little while, and then show, okay, we are actually a decent team, which is what I think the Patriots proved last night.
Right. I mean, the Broncos play down to their competition all the time.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like I don't think that. I think if this ends up going band for band, like shout out to Trevor Lawrence for going toe to toe with Josh Allen. Because I don't think Bo Nix can do that. If you're usually pretty good defense, although they've been allowing some people to score lately, or just haven't been as dominant as they were at the beginning of the year. If you're usually good defense, can't keep up, can't stop the Bills, Bo Nix is not going to go, drive for drive with Josh Allen. He's just not. And so you may end up being first round exits. I don't know that for sure because it's hard to say. Like, when these teams don't play, you just forget about them.
Right.
And you're like, yeah, whatever. Like, oh, the Broncos are in the playoffs. I forgot about that.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm tempted to forget about them now, but who knows? Mile High is a tough place to play.
It's a really tough place to play. So I mean, I guess we'll see. That's going to be hopefully a tight game.
Yeah. I mean, all these games should be close. The only one that's bigger than like 3 points or so is the Seahawks game, which is next. Which is 49ers Seahawks. Seahawks by 7.5. That's going to be on Fox at 7 Central. Which, by the way, I hate the Fox broadcasts.
Why?
I think they're like the most swagless of the four. Like CBS is classic to me. Maybe that's because I grew up watching the Texans on CBS at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
But like the Fox broadcast is just so swagless. It's insane.
Yeah.
I feel like all the commentators you can name are on CBS.
Yeah.
Then you have Tom Brady on Fox, I guess.
Oh, I didn't know he was on Fox, so I guess he'll be commentating this game.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, him and Kevin Burkhardt. I don't know. The Seahawks, maybe I feel like they're more evenly matched with the 49ers than this line suggests, but
yeah,
they weren't last time. So I don't know.
That is true. I don't know. Everything's different in the playoffs.
This is true. Yeah. Yeah.
Unlock a new level in the playoffs. I don't know. I think it's closer than what the line suggests. I think the Seahawks. I don't know. I think the Seahawks get it done. I just think that they're more. I mean, whatever. I'm not going to completely count out the Niners, but they're a more complete team right now.
Yeah.
And their defense is just kind of has been pretty lights out for a lot of teams that they've played against. So.
Yeah, I mean, like the only time the Seahawks the 49ers got the better of them was week 1. All those years ago, whenever it feels like when Jake Ton just caught that last game when he touchdown. So.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I think the Seahawks probably get it done too. I think that's going to be the only one that's like, okay, this game might be over in the first half or something like that. But again, it probably won't be, but it's probably got the highest likelihood to do that. Then Sunday at 2:00, Texans at Patriots. Feels like it's 2012 all over again. I think the Texans will win this game.
I think we can do it. I don't know. I look at this game and I say, I say with confidence that CJ will not have the performance that he had tonight.
Again, it's impossible.
And with that, I feel like we can squeak out a win. Which will be crazy because that'll be our first ever divisional win.
Yeah. Yeah, and like you said, if the Bills win, a chance to host the AFC Championship at home. So there's a lot riding on this. The Bills have officially played their last game at Highmark Stadium. The Texans still have a chance to go back to NRG this year. So I don't know. The Patriots, like I said, they didn't show us a ton against the Chargers. They wore them down because the offense was not helping out their defense at all.
No.
Um,
No.
Do you have a certain fear that the Texans' offense might not help their defense out very much? But
Right.
especially without Nico Collins. But the Patriots might also be without Christian Gonzalez because he is also concussed.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
So concussion versus concussion. Who knows?
So, I mean, hey, at least we're getting more evenly matched.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think this one will definitely be more of a battle.
Another
not that this
defensive
one,
showing again.
Right. Yeah. This needs to be another. I don't know. We get turnovers. We, dominate on third down. I don't know. And I mean, even with our offense playing like they did, we were pretty good on third down tonight.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we can continue to just do that and then clean up everything else, I feel like we have a good shot.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't want to get too excited because this is what happens every year. But no, this is huge. This is huge for Houston if we can win this game. And even if we go to Mile High and have to play the Broncos, it's huge.
Just to be in it.
Just to be in the championship. So, crazy.
Yeah. And then we'll close out divisional weekend with Rams at Bears. Rams by 3.5. Wow. It'll be a good game. I don't know. We'll see. Is Matthew Stafford healthy?
I don't know. How's his hand?
Can Caleb Williams complete more than 50% of his passes?
I guess we'll find out on Sunday.
Yeah, that'll be at, what is that? Does that say 5:30?
Eastern time. So
6:30 Eastern time.
So 5:30 or
so. Starting at 5:30 on NBC.
So early.
I know, right? But hey, it'll be a good game. I think that the Rams probably get it done. I think the Bears' magic is running out because they keep pushing it further and further.
They do. They rely on a lot of teams to just kind of fall apart.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think that the Rams are a better team overall than the Packers are. Did the Bears play the Rams at all this year? Probably not.
I don't think so.
Let's see.
I don't believe they did. They played, I don't know. I really couldn't tell you.
I mean, they must have because they were playing the NFC West, weren't they? Yeah, they played them.
Oh, did they? We played the NFC West.
Wait, 09. No, they did not play them this year. So, the last time they played them was Caleb Williams' rookie year, where they lost. Or they actually won 24-18.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they didn't. They didn't play them.
Yeah.
I
don't know. Do you think the Bears can pull it out?
I want to believe so, yeah. I don't know. I feel like they can. I mean, we've said that every game. I don't know, can they? And they pull it out every time.
Yeah.
At the buzzer. But I don't know. I really do want that for their team. And secretly, I also want to play them. If we were to get to that point.
Yeah, I think we're a long way from doing that.
We are a long ways away from that. But for me, I would want the Bears to win. But it might be inevitable. The Rams, I mean, they got weapons.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think a Bears 49ers matchup would be ideal for us, but we'll see. All right. Well, a wild card weekend. We are exhausted, but we're happy. We get to play another day. So enjoy it, Houston. Take it in. You don't get wins like this often. Ask the rest of the league who's sitting at home tonight.
But their season's already having ended.
Yeah. And we'll see you in Foxborough in a week. But thank you so much for listening. This has been Aaron and Elle on Kirby Drive. I've been Aaron.
I've been Ellie.
And we'll see you next time.